All right, so once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to another La Prince World Academy training today. My name is Prince Ikilowe, and I'm going to be your host today. Today, we're going to look at the market again. As usual, we'll see when we are supposed to take a trade, and we'll see where we are supposed to buy or sell. We are going to analyze the market, but we are going to also help the people who are here for the first time, maybe those people who are still basic students, because I believe that some people here are basic. So today is Friday, and I've decided to dedicate myself on Fridays to be looking at those, students, people who are still new in the academy, people who want to learn the basics of forex, because it is important. Even those of us who believe that we are advanced students, you need to understand. When I was learning how to trade forex, I immersed myself very well on the basics first, because if you don't understand the basics, it means that you cannot even teach somebody. And the best, I'm a basic student. Okay, good. The best is to, you want to be a trader, you have to understand the basics. If you understand forex basics, then you have passed 50% of your journey in forex. I'm sure most of us know what is support and resistance. If you don't know what is support and resistance, it's part of basic. You should go and watch support and resistance. You're going to learn if you know how to, I'm sure you know how to draw a trend line. If you don't know how to draw a trend line, you need to go and watch the video on how to draw a trend line. So these are the basics of trading forex. All right. So I'm going to show you more basics, then pending orders. Today I'm going to be talking about pending orders. Of course, we're going to be talking about pending orders. What is the pending order? Because pending orders are also very, very important for you to take in the market. So stay tuned, watch the video. If you're watching the video on YouTube, watch this video to the end. Don't skip. But before we go to the basics of the day, the topic of the day, I want to use this opportunity to once again encourage you to work on yourself on a consistent basis every single day. So do you have the video on your YouTube channel? Yes, I have the video on my YouTube channel. You can get it there on the channel. Uh, I want to use the opportunity to also once again speak to you. La Prince World Academy is not a conventional forex trading company. I say this every single day. Prince Wealth Academy is not a conventional forex trading company. The reason I'm saying this is because the conventional forex trading company will teach you how to trade forex. Yes, here we'll teach you how to trade forex, but we go beyond just teaching you how to trade forex. That's what separates us from other forex trading companies in the world, not in Nigeria or Africa, but in the world. Because before you become a forex trader, you have to become the best version of yourself. So in La Prinzo World Academy, our goal is to teach you, train you to become the best version of yourself first. All right? You have to become the best version of yourself because you are the root of your success. If you are not successful internally, if you are not successful internally, nothing will become successful in whatever thing you do. So you have to become the better version of yourself. It is you, the success that will come to you to become a profitable forex trader has to begin with you. You have to become successful yourself. You have to work on yourself. You are the driver of a car. All right. For instance, we have a very beautiful race car. We have a very beautiful race car, and if the driver of the race car is not a good driver, all right, if the driver of the race car is not a good driver, guess what will happen? The car will crash. So maybe you'll be attending several forex trading companies, and you've been at you have been learning about trading forex, and you really do not understand this principle. That's why most people are still suffering in trading, because they have not really worked on themselves, because they are not taught the principles and laws that govern success or wealth creation. So you have to become a better you first. That's why anytime I want to teach you guys here on La Prince World Academy, I start with teaching. I start with talks first because that's the basis of your success. It's not the forex skill, The skill set you are learning is just the 20% of what you're going to become in trading. All right. So if you understand the technical analysis is 20%, but technical analysis alone will not make you become a successful forex trader. Until you yourself, you become successful internally, that's when you become a successful forex trader. So what are the things that will make you become successful? Number one is your habit. Your habit got to be right. You have to have the right habit. Successful people have good habits. Unsuccessful people have bad habits. For instance, bad habits like you wake up, the first thing you do is to look at your phone and check what is happening. You know, you're always on TikTok, you're always on Facebook, checking, watching videos that doesn't add any value to your life. That is a bad habit. You got to stop it now. If you're already doing that, you have to stop it now. It's a bad habit. Bad habit like you wake up every day, you don't think about, you know, learning anything. You just you the next thing you're gossiping, you're calling your friends, you are wasting your time on the internet, stuffing the internet without learning something is a bad habit. Stop it. Obviously, it's a bad habit. Bad habit like you are always complaining. All right. You are always complaining. Complaining is a bad habit because once you keep complaining, expand. When you begin to complain about I don't have money, every time somebody asks you, talk to you, or speak to you on the internet, I don't have money, I'm broke, I'm this, things are not working with me. All right. I don't have, I don't know how to trade. I'm losing money all the time. It's a bad habit. Don't be those kind of habit, whatever you keep talking about, whatever you keep saying, become part of you. And bad habit is like cancer. Once you form a bad habit, it becomes like a cancer in your body. Complaining is a bad habit. Stop complaining. Always complain, always blaming people, always blaming. For instance, you're a forex trader, right? You're always complaining. Why am I losing money? I'm losing money. I'm losing money. I'm always losing money. It's complain. Now you want to decide from today, I'm going to stop complaining. I'm going to take responsibility. And when you complain, you blame people. You don't take responsibility. You blame, you feel that maybe somebody else somewhere is responsible for your failure. So bad habits are that. Unsuccessful people have these bad habits. They don't learn, they wake up, they're not learning anything. They're just waking up every single day, they eat food, they sleep, their own is to think about going to a job that they hate. Most people go to job they hate and they come back, they do the same thing, they wake up every day, the alarm clock wake them up, they go out, they go to job, they come back every day, same thing over and over. And they wonder why their lives are not moving on. So you must stop the bad habit. Your mindset got to be changed. All right. Your character have to change. What are the good habits you're going to form right now for you to become successful in anything you're doing? Is one good habit you need to form today is the habit of learning. The habit of learning. You have now become a prophet. You have now decided to join La Priso World Academy to become a forex trader. How many times have you looked at the charts a day? How many times have you watched a video on the academy to learn what is support and resistance, to learn what is price action, to learn sniper entry? You have to know that success in this business depends on your learning ability. If you form the habit of learning every single day, it's not possible. It's not as if you will not lose money, but you are going to be among the few successful forex traders. Learning is equal to reputation. The first time you join the academy, the first time you're learning something new, it's going to be difficult, obviously. But most people allow this initial setback, initial difficulties, initial struggle to discourage them, and then they give up. Successful people don't give up easily. All right. Ask yourself this question. Is there anybody in the world whom you have seen or whom you have heard I'm sure we are all on the internet that has become a successful forex trader. If it is possible for one person, guess what? It is also possible for you. The difference between yourself and that other person you are thinking about, you are looking at his videos, you're watching his videos, and you're enjoying it because the person immerses himself or herself into learning. When I post my result on TikTok or Facebook, most people think maybe I'm just joking, but I'm not joking. I don't even play trade with demo. All right. The reason is because I am learning every single day. I told you when I joined this trading business, when I started learning how to trade forex, because I didn't have a job. I didn't have any job again. All right. I was in a business. You all know my story. I was a lawmaker in my state, Bayelsa State, politician. That's why the name you are saying, Honorable Prince Ikilowe. I'm not faking the honorable. I was a politician. And when I was in politics, I was investing in a particular business. But unfortunately, I lost over $60,000 in that business. All right. And where will I start from? What will I do? Maybe for maybe I'm just like my story may be like for some of you right now, you have failed, you have made mistakes in life. You ask yourself, what can I do? And I heard a voice that completely rearranged everything for me. I heard the voice of my mentor who introduced me into what I'm doing. You said the difference between the rich and the poor is how they think. That's why anytime I speak to you people, anytime I want to teach you people this forex trading, I speak to you, to your mind first. I speak to you first. But everything begins with your mind. If your mind is not programmed for success and I go ahead and teach you forex trading, it will work. Obviously, it will not work. And most people are suffering that way. They met mentors on the internet who really do not understand these principles and laws about success. So they just learn and they see one or two reasons why they should not give up. They should give up. They give up. All right. So I decided to become a profitable forex trader. I started learning. I read books. I watched videos every single day. My mentor gave me a book that called Think and Grow Rich. I would advise you to go and read that book. So you need to understand that before you become a trader, a profitable forex trader, you must understand the law of learning. I want to speak about the law of learning today extensively. Trading is not for children. If you don't understand the law of learning, if you don't know how to read books, you are going to fail. Believe me on this. You are going to fail. You must develop your inner self, your mindset. Start the name of the book. Okay, it's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So you must, it's a must. You must start the process of developing you first. You internally, once you become successful within you, anything you touch will become successful. For instance, as I am, any industry I decide to go in, I will succeed. You know why? Because already my mind has been programmed for success. So that's why I start my days, my trainings with mindset development. So if you're watching the video on YouTube, I want you to don't just watch the video to the end, because at the end you will learn something about forex. But then teaching you straight to the point about forex trading is not my lifestyle, because that's not what made me who I am today. You must understand that you have to become successful first. Some of you guys, even after listening to me and listening to my stories, you can become successful in anything you want to get involved in. Success is copy and paste. Success is not a rocket science thing. It's not as difficult as it's difficult, of course, but it is a copy and paste principle. It is just obeying principles and laws about success. And one of those principles is the law of learning. Learn every single day. Forex trading is not a get rich quick business. Forex is a long-term journey. Treat forex trading as I've come to the University of Trading. The same way you pay your school fees in the university, the same way you buy books in the university, the same way you are attending classes in the university. In fact, the University of Forex is more profitable than the university that you know. If a school dropout decides to learn Forex for 5 or 10 years, that school dropout can become a millionaire in dollars if that school dropout don't give up along the way learning Forex. But if somebody decides to go to university for 5 years or 10 years, there is no guarantee that that person will become successful because there are so many people who have left school without job. All right, they are university graduates, but they have no jobs because what? The university education does not guarantee job. University teaches you how to become, for me, I would say, how to become middle class people. It's a Western education. They brought it to all of us. It's a system that teaches you how to be just yourself, how to be ordinary person. But if you want to become an extraordinary person, you have to think about developing yourself outside university. That's why training like Forex is very, very important, and it's even more important than university education that you are struggling. I say students shut me up and say, sir, I'm a student. I don't have money to join the academy. I will look at them and I will laugh. I say, well, being a student doesn't mean that you should not make money. After all, when I was in year two, I bought my first car. I bought my first car as a student, when I was going to school. So it was because I decided to learn a skill. I was a photographer. I was doing photography. So learn skills. Spend 1 hour a day, at least 1 hour a day. Now that you are learning 1 hour, sometimes when I started, I spent more than 1 hour a day because I was hungry. You must become hungry for success. Les Brown, one of my mentors, he say, success is for people who are hungry. You have to be hungry for success. You have to decide to live time. Sometimes you will sleep late. Like now, if you look at me very well, my eyes are summer because what? I had to wake up because of this meeting. Because all throughout the night, I was working. Sometimes you have to leave sleep. So I woke up this morning. I did live video on YouTube, TikTok. I posted a video on my TikTok channel. I was doing live on TikTok. I didn't sleep enough sleep. So I had to go back to sleep again and then woke up again for this training. That's how you must discipline yourself every single day to learn the skill set and become successful. I don't know you, some of you I may know, but I know that what I believe that you have greatness in you. You have wealth in you. You have potential dormant in you. But your greatness and your potentials in you will die a natural death if you are not intentional about your life every single day. Live life intentionally. John C. Maxwell will say, he said, intentional living. Until you start living life intentionally, you will never become anything worthwhile in life. You have to know that life is a do or die affair. If Forex is the path you want to follow, then follow it well, like the way super glue will gum something, gum it well. Learn every day. A motivational speaker in America, L. Nightingale said, he said, if you spend an average of 1 hour, 1 hour each day, all right? If you spend an average of 1 hour each day to learn any skill of your endeavor, he said in 5 years or less, you will become a national expert in that skill. And my question to you today, what skill do you want to master in 5 years' time? What skill set, what industry do you want to master in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? Because 5 years from now, 10 years from now, all of us, we are going to arrive. But the question is, where will you be? But if you work on yourself today, if you discipline yourself to learn today, you discipline yourself to read the books, you discipline yourself to learn the Forex trading, you discipline yourself to mastering Forex trading or any other skill you want to. I don't know about, you guys are here, that's what I'm speaking to you as Forex trader. But maybe you're watching the video on YouTube, maybe your skill is something else, but decide on that one skill. Decide on that one thing. You don't have to do so many things in life. A lot of people thought, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. I used to think that way. You don't have to think you don't have to do so many things in life. You have this one thing. This one thing I'm going to master, because 5 years from now, 10 years from now, if you discipline yourself to master one thing, all right? You can buy any car you want to buy. You can live in any kind of house you want to live in. You can spend any kind of amount. Money will not be a problem because you have discovered something to master. The beginning is going to be a struggle, but don't give up. Let me tell you a story about a Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree takes an average of 5 years to become a tree. All right. Now, there was a guy planting this tree and growing these trees in his compound, in his backyard. When people come to see these trees, they will laugh at him and say, "What are you doing, guys?" Every day, this guy will go, you water the trees. Every day you come to the trees, you water the trees. No, nothing was as if there was nothing coming up. Every day, people were laughing. What are you wasting your time? You mean you are wasting your time growing this tree? You are wasting your time. Come on, go look for a job. Go look for a job. And this man, he didn't listen to them. 5 years later, all right, this tree started growing. 5 years later, this tree became tall and made a forest for him, and he made fortunes from that tree. Chinese bamboo tree is a story. So what does that mean? It means that you yourself, you are just like that tree, the Chinese bamboo tree. The books you are reading today to develop your mindset, because you must have the right mindset. All right. So you must have that mindset to grow of as you are developing yourself, you are learning the new skills, you are growing your water every single day. The books you are the videos you are watching every day about the forest industry is a good thing. You are just like that bamboo tree. The beginning, nobody will know you. Beginning, you may not make money from the beginning, but if you don't stop, later you will tell your story. Your story will be like the man who planted bamboo trees. So now it is time for you to grow your roots. Some of us are very young now. This is a young age for you to develop a skill. You must have a skill that you are developing right now to live a better life in the future. Poor people think about what they will earn today and then what they will eat today. So they focus on short-term gains, short-term pleasures, short-term everything, short-term. But rich people think far. They think 5 years, they think 10 years, they think 20 years, what they will become of in the next 20 years from now. That's what you're going to think, because that's who you are. You are all great men and women. But you must have this rich man's mentality of long time. So develop yourself, grow your roots, grow your tree every single day. Grow your tree. How many of us are learning every day? If you are learning every single day, can you type 111? If you have started learning every day about this trading, can you type 111? Don't fake it. Don't lie. You're in a classroom. You don't need. Nobody going to flog you about this. Okay, she's okay. All right. Okay. I can see most of us are learning. You are doing the right thing. Comfort. Okay. You are doing the right thing. Those of you who have not started learning, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? That you're not learning? Because I'm seeing only 5 people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only a few persons are saying they are learning. The rest of us, what are you waiting for? Success in anything is not something you do once in a while. If you treat your training as you learn today, a week later is when you learn, you're going to forget. All right, if you want to succeed in anything, decide to learn every single day, at least 1 hour a day. It takes an average of 10,000 hours to master, to learn and practice to become an expert in anything. 10,000 hours, that's an approximately 10 years or so, 5 years, 10 years or so. 10,000 hours. That's about 5 years, if I'm not mistaken, to become a master in anything. So you need to understand these principles. And don't be learning, someday you learn, someday you don't learn. No, do it every single day. Learning is equal to repetition. You watch a video over and over and over and over. Some of us, if you spend more time, we have jobs and we allow these jobs to overwhelm us. You have a job. Oh my God, my job does not allow you. Let me tell you the secret about the implication of what you are doing. Those of us who have a job, your job is a bribe we take for not developing our greatness. Your job is the bribe you take for not developing your skills and your great, because this job you are focusing on will not be, it's not a long-time success plan. Now, my advice to those of us who have a job is use your job as a ladder. Your job's a gift God has given to you. Because some person does not have, they are suffering. So use your job as a ladder to spend 1 hour. If it is in your workplace, your break time. Now, instead of you to be looking out for gossip and playing, watching videos, or when you get home, you start, gossiping or drinking beer with friends without doing something. Now use those times that you have been wasting to use 1 hour to invest in yourself. All right, let me tell you a story about two little kids in Africa. Now, there was a village in Africa. So this village, there was this white man who came to the village to explore the African continent. They are looking for gold, they're looking for diamond. And they went to a particular village. They saw beautiful, small children playing with beautiful, shining looking stone, playing with them. So when the Igbo men got to the village and they saw that children are playing with those stones in the riverside, and they told the children to bring the stone, and then they gave them, the children gave the white men the stone. They from America. They gave them the stone, something that looked like a stone is shining. So the white men gave them chocolate, gave them biscuit, bread, drinks, these small volunteers children like. The children were so happy. And the white men left. When the white men got to America and they took this little shining object to a lab, they discovered that those were uncut diamonds. It's a life story, it's a true life story. It's an uncut diamond. Now, the children had diamond with them, but because they were not informed, because they didn't know that they had diamond, they exchanged their diamond with chocolate and biscuits. That's how most of us, we are treating life. Because we are not aware, because we are trained to go to a job, we are trained to go to school, have good grades, and have a job. We focus all our attention on the job. My mentor, Jim Rohn, will say, he said, if you spend more time on your job, you will earn a living. And most of us just want to earn a living. Why do you want to earn a living? But if you spend more time on yourself, in developing yourself, in learning skill set like forex trading, you will make a fortune. To choose one, either to make a fortune or to earn a living. So we are just like those little children. The Bible says the people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. This knowledge of, not this lack of knowledge is the problem we have. So if you want to become successful in life, master something. Use 5 years, 10 years of your life to master something and become great in it. All right, so at this junction, we'll go straight to the chart. I'm going to show you, I'm going to be talking about pending orders, because pending orders are very, very important in trading. It's a little bit basic, all right, so that young people who are just coming on board will understand all these things. Sometimes you place pending orders in order to take a trade. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to show you how these pending orders look like. Are we learning? How many of us are learning? Are you sure we are learning? Are you sure we are learning today? Are we learning something? Are we learning something? If you are learning, type yes, yes, yes. Are we learning something? Or am I just wasting my time? All right. I'm glad we are learning. All right. So this is your chart. This is our chart. This is how the chart look like. This market, before I will teach you pending orders, maybe, okay, let me just teach you pending orders first. Now, what are pending orders? Pending orders, as the word implies, pending. orders, meaning these are not orders you place immediately. These are orders that are pending. You place these orders much. You tell the market that, look, I want the market to go in a particular direction now, and I want it to be going my way. I want to place the trade much more later. For instance, let's talk about buy stop. What is a buy stop? What is a buy stop? Can somebody tell me what a buy stop is? Okay. Can somebody tell me what a buy stop is? What is a buy stop? We have our students who are here, who are advanced students. Can somebody tell me what is a buy stop? Or should I mention somebody to tell me what is a buy stop? What is a buy stop? Can somebody volunteer to tell me? I'm going to allow you to speak to tell me what the buy stop is. Let me know if all of us are learning, because we need penny orders to execute our trade sometimes. What is a buy stop? Stella, can you tell me what is the buy stop? I'm going to allow you to speak because I want you to learn. All right, Stella, can you tell me what is the buy stop? You can speak now, Stella. What is the buy stop? I'm going to be calling names. Because I'm sure we've been learning. Stella, are you there? Stella, I've omitted you,
Yes.
so you need to
Yes,
omit
I'm here.
yourself. Go ahead
Yes,
and
I'm
speak,
here. Good
Stella.
afternoon.
Stella, what is the buy stop?
The buy stop is where you take your buy sell from.
You said, well, buy stop is where you take your buy sell from. Buy what? Come again.
Your buy sell from a pending order where you want your market to start buying. That's the buy stop.
Okay, you tried, but this is not what I want to hear. I want something different. Stella, you have not gotten it right, but you've tried. Who
Okay.
else can give me what buy stop is all about? Okay, I'm going to call names. Okay, Comfort, can you tell me what buy stop is? Comfort, I've omitted you. Can you tell me what buy stop is? We're in the classroom, let's learn. Buy stop is very important. Good.
I'm not really sure, but I think it is when you're buying the market and the point at which you want it to stop.
Okay.
Is that correct?
No. That's not how it's explained. That's not how it's explained. Okay. Can somebody else, TJK, can you help us with buy stop, please? TJK, can you help us with buy stop? What is buy stop? TJK, you have to unmute yourself. What is buy stop?
Good afternoon, sir. Is where you want the trade to stop.
Where you want the trade to stop?
Yes.
No, that's not also correct.
Okay.
You see, that's why it's important that we learn these things. Okay, Clement, let me give this to Clement. Maybe Clement can help us. Clement, Clement Ayodele, can you tell us what buy stop is all about? Clement, please go ahead and tell us what buy stop is all about.
Good afternoon, house.
Yeah, welcome.
While you are talking about buy stop. Buy stop is a kind of limit that when the bull run has started and you look at your charts, it will get to a stage whereby there will be retracement. Once there is a retracement from that point where you are sure that the price is going to buy again, you put your buy stop there, the trade will pick you up, to the best of my knowledge, sir.
Okay, you tried at least, you tried, but I want a better explanation. I want a different, straightforward explanation. All right, so let me ask somebody else. Okay, Collins, please give us what buy stop is all about. Maybe Collins can help us. Collins, can you give us what buy stop is all about? Collins, you can unmute yourself. What is a buy stop? We are learning. We are all learning. Even myself, I'm still learning. This is very important.
Okay, buy stop is simply you knowing that the price will get to that place, and when the price gets to the particular point you place the buy stop, it should continue going in that direction.
Okay, I like this one. I like this one. That's it. You place a trade. So to simple put, Collins, thank you. Collins and the last person, you tried very well. So buy stop is simply placing a buy order above. I want to use that above the current market price. For instance, this is the market right now at the moment. This is V50 index. So let's say this is the market. Okay. Now, okay, so this is the market. So imagine now you see that the market is on this. So imagine you want to place a trade if the price moves further. So what you're going to do, you're going to do pending order. You say, okay, buy stop is simply placing a buy order above. I wanted you guys to use above the current market. This is where the current market price is. This blue line you're seeing is the current market price. So buy stop is placing a buy order above the current market price, and you expect the market to go and trigger. Let's say here, I'm going to set it. I'm going to show you how it is done on the MT5 as well. Let's say you say, okay, this market, I'm sure this market, it will see come up. Or maybe when the market was here, all right, this was a zone. The market broke through this zone, and you saw that the market has broken this zone, but you don't want to be monitoring the market like that. You just want to put pending orders and go and sleep. You can say, okay, market, please, I know you are here. You are here on this place. I know you are here, but I still believe that you come up. So put a buy stop here. When you put a buy stop here, the price will come here and trigger the price, the market, your market, and then it will start going up. So buy stop is basically placing a buy order above the current market price and expect the market to go your direction. That is what is called buy stop. It's all about. Then sell stop is opposite of buy stop. For a sell stop, for instance, you want to sell this market. Let's say you see a market that is on a zone. Let me give for instance this one here. Let me go to daily time frame. For instance, this is the daily time frame. All right. Sometimes we use these penny orders to sell or buy market. This is a confirmation. Price pushed down, came here to test this zone. All right. Now, because this place is a zone and you know that it's a zone, and maybe you use 5 minutes time frame. This is daily, but for instance, it is a 5 minutes time frame because if you are using daily, it will be too hard for you to, your stop loss will be too high. And if a 5 minutes time frame has given you this kind of formation, so after forming that 5 minutes time frame, the market did not come down immediately. So what you need to do, like now, if you want to play this trade, you can put a sell stop here. Sell stop meaning that because you've seen that this place has given you a bullish candlestick formation. This is a bearish candlestick formation. It's a sell signal. When you're seeing something like this appear on a key level, a key resistance level, maybe it's a 4 hours time frame, or let me go to or if it's a 1 hour time frame, but the lower the time frame, the better you get your entry, right? Something like this. Let's say you see something like this particular one now. This is not too, I want a very clear bearish formation. Okay, this one here is very bearish. Something like this. When you see something like this on a zone, on a key level, a resistance level like this, something like this on a zone, after this candlestick forms and the price didn't come down, maybe you start to do a little bit of consolidation or moving to the upside, you can say, okay, I know that you're just tricking me. Let me put a sell stop here, a little bit below my entry, where the candlestick forms, this bearish formation, because this is a sign that sellers are in the market, but maybe one reason or the other, the market started buying to the upside. So that's when the sell stop now comes in. So you place your sell stop here. All right. If you put your cursor there, even if you are using a phone, it's the same thing. When you put your cursor here, you see that this is a sell stop. All right, you put your cursor here, and the sell stop number is 270,270.3956. You write it down on the paper, or you just go to your MT5 or MT4, and then you type the number, and then you place that trade. That's what they call pending orders. It is a pending order because you are not placing the trade immediately. Any trade that you place immediately is what they call instant execution. But this one here is called pending order. So that is what is called sell stop or buy stop. It's all about. Like now, this market, if I say I want to buy this market, I can say, okay, since there was a pushback, there was a massive buy, then sellers came in. Now price is trying to even break that zone. I want to do sell buy stop here. I can decide to put my, but it's the wrong place. It is good to use do buy stop or stop on a zone. On a zone. When you see, like for instance, when you see candles like this form, all right, let me go to 30 minutes time frame. Okay, like this. When you see something like this form, when price give you, this is 30 minutes, give this is on a zone, price form something like this, then all of a sudden the price started, if you can see this market, there was some buys, there was some sells, yes. That's why you're seeing the wick. When 30 minutes like this form, after this 30 minutes candlestick formed, and you see that the price started going to the downside, that was the fake out to fake you out and before start buying. So what you can do now is to put a buy stop. It's okay. I thought this is a signal because this is actually a sell, a buy signal. When you see a bullish engulfing candlestick on a key level, all right, is a buy signal. This happened on a strong support, and of course, you know what is support and resistance by now. If you have not learned what is support and resistance, you should watch my videos on how support and resistance works. When something like this appears on a key support and resistance level, you say, okay, you go back to the lower time frame, you now say, okay, I'm going to do pending order because this one showed me that it is going to go down, go up. Now the market is selling temporarily. So let me just put pending order here. So you put a buy stop here. The number is 246.9644. And then you put your stop loss below the candlestick. Then you take profit. Anytime you are placing a trade, your take profit should be up to 3 to 5 times your stop loss. For instance, if you are buying here, your profit should be 3 to 4 times, right, than your stop loss, so that in case you lose some trades, you are still going to make money at the long run. So know that. So this is what buy stop is all about. Placing an order above the current market price. Even if you are using trend line analysis, let's say you are using this trend line analysis, all right, and you tell yourself, I am going to place my trade when market is on my trend line. Now, this market formed this kind of berry formation, or this particular one here, or this little tiny long one is called kangaroo tail. Some people call it hammer, whichever name you call it is okay. Something like that, yeah. You can ask, okay, let me put my buy stop. You see that after this candlestick form, let me zoom it out for you. You can see here that after this candle, this is a signal that the price may likely go to the downside. But what happened after this candlestick forms, the price started reversing to the trend line again. So if you are aggressive, you can still place a trade here. But because you may be afraid to, because sometimes after this one formed, before you know, price will just break, and this was just a fake out, it will just break and go to the upside and hit your stop loss. So to avoid that, that's why this pending orders comes in. You can now say, okay, since I saw this formation, this tail, this is a signal, this kangaroo tail. I saw this, so I'm going to put pending order below it, a little bit below it, so that if price indeed is going to continue to the downside, it will trigger my sell and go to the downside. That is what they call sell stop. You put a sell stop in strategic places, not just everywhere. It must be on a zone. A trend line, support and resistance zone, those places are places I said you must not trade when price is not on those support and resistance zones. So this is what sell stop is. You put your order below the current market price and you expect the market to keep going down. How many of you have gotten what I've explained so far? If you have gotten what I've explained so far, can you type 222? If you have gotten what I've explained so far, can you type 222? What a sell stop is all about and when the right time to place a sell stop. Any time frame you're using, that's how it is. All right, good. Good. So when somebody say, what is a sell stop? All right, you tell the person sell stop is placing a sell order below the current market price. What is the buy stop? Buy stop is placing a buy order above the current market price. Then we have now come to buy limit and sell limit. Who can help us again on buy limit? They are the same thing, they sound almost the same thing, but they are not the same. Who can help us with buy limit? Who can help us with buy limit? Who can help us with buy limit? I want you to volunteer yourself for buy limit and sell limit. Who can help us with buy limit? Buy limit. Who can help us with buy limit? Same thing, just that this one is below the current market price. Well, somebody can help us. Who can help us with buy limit? Volunteers will allow you to speak and explain buy limit for us. Who can help us explain what is the buy limit? Remember the first one was sell stop. Now the other one is buy stop, but this one is buy limit and sell limit. Who can tell me? Who can help us with just joining? You're welcome. Who can help us with sell limit? Is anybody who can help us with sell limit? We have professionals in the house. Raise your hands up and help us. You see, forex basic is very, very important because if you don't understand the forex basic, then you won't be able to explain forex trading to another person. So it's important that we all join this training. So understand the basics of forex. Who can help us with sell limit? Okay, see there's nobody to. Okay, sell limit, Stella, that's good. All right, Stella, you're gonna meet yourself and help us with sell limits. Okay.
Sell limit.
Yes, sell limit.
Buy limit. Buy limit is
okay. Buy limit. Okay, let's say buy limit. What is the buy limit?
It's a pending order to buy a currency pair at a specific price or lower.
What is a what?
It's to buy a currency pair at a specific price or lower.
Okay, I need something different from this.
When you set your trade at a time, at a specific time, for the market to start buying.
Okay, but there's a word I'm looking for. You're not giving that word. Okay, let's somebody else say me. Stella, let me allow another person to try again. Erin Kingsley. Erin Kingsley. All right, Erin Kingsley, tell us what buy limit is all about. What is buy limit, Erin Kingsley?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay. So
buy limit.
To the best of my knowledge, yes, buy limit is when you know that the current market is selling towards a zone that you feel it will be a reversal. You place a buy limit there. You place an order that when the price sell to that point, it should trigger you to a buy before it will come to.
I'm not hearing you clearly. I cannot hear you clearly. Your voice is not clear.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I said, like, A buy limit is when the current market, like for instance, when the market is selling and you have spotted a zone where you feel when it goes to that point, it will reverse. You place your buy limit, you place buy order in that zone, waiting for the price, for the market to get to that point. Then it will trigger you. The market will be selling to that point. Then it will trigger you for a buy before the market will now reverse.
Fantastic. Thank you for that explanation. That's what buy limit is all about. You are very correct. And also somebody else also wrote on the AJ that this is the point where you expect price to come to for buy must be below the current market price. You are very correct. That is buy limit must be below. Like for instance, this is the zone, all right? And if we are trading retail, sometimes when market is on a zone like this, price market will go up, all right, and then come back to retest that zone before it to finally go to the upside. So now this market is probably doing something like that. So this place here, if you want to set your buy limit, you say, okay, now the price is above, is below, is here now. I'm going to set up my buy limit maybe here or here. All right, because I believe this is a zone that the price may likely come to retest this zone. So I'm going to put my buy order below the current market price. So buy limit must be below the current market price and expect the market to come trigger your buy and then the market will go. That's very correct. Then sell limit is the same thing. Like now, this is where the price is, and this is another zone here. You cannot tell yourself, okay, this market I know currently is buying, but I strongly believe that this is a zone. So I'm going to set my sell limit here because I know that this is just a pullback to continue the downtrend. This is a downtrend, and I know it's a downtrend. So the market may likely come back to this zone for after pulling back to this zone and it will buy again. So even if I'm not there, I want to set my sell limit here. So sell limit is actually basically placing a sell order above the current market price and then expect price to come to that sell entry. Then buy limit is placing a buy order below. It must be below the current market price and you expect the price to come down and trigger your buys. So I'm going to do this with my phone. So at this junction, I'm going to be going to my smartphone, my mobile phone to show you how these things works, how to place them in a real market so that you see how these things are done. So let me share my screen with you. I'm going to be using demo account for this exercise. All right, so this is my account. I'm going to close all these trades so that the whole play will be free. This is demo. Right. So buy limit. Buy limit. Now I was using V50 to illustrate this point. You first of all look at your chart. You say, okay, this is, let me first of all draw this trend line. All right. Now, this is a trend line. You've already seen that this is a trend line. And you want to place your buy limit so that even if you're not there, because price does not just, it's like the price is forming a trend line with 15, it's forming, trying to form a trend. Remember, I told you trend is when price makes series of higher high and higher lows. You can see that price is making higher high and higher lows on the 15-minute time frame. So for you to put your buy limit here, you can put a buy limit on, let me put this on well. You can put a buy limit on this trend line. For instance, this is another way of trading. I'm just showing several ways in which you can get it. Let's say you put a trend line on this trend line. So that in case price comes to that point and you're sleeping, you're not around, you can also be in the trade. So that point is 247.89. So 247.89. So you go to the pair, this is V50. Trade. You now go to, of course, for you to know the lower loss size, let me just teach you this again, because this loss side is very, very important. If you want to know which loss side to use, very simple. This is V50. You can clean this, put 0.001, or let's say you do this. You click buy. It will show you invalid volume. It will show you invalid volume. It means that this is not the right loss size. So you go back again. Click trade. Now, if this one is giving you 4.00, it means that for this Deriv volatility 50 index, 4 is the lowest, 4.0. This is standard lot 4 is the lowest loss size. So this is what you are going to use. Now you are using pending orders. So our pending order says we are doing buy limit. Buy limit say 248.170. Okay, 248.170. So you click here. What you're doing, what you're saying is instant execution. Instant execution is when you just place a trade, boom, 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 boom. That is called instant execution. Now we are doing a buy limit. So you click on buy limit. Price is when you now clean this, 280.170. Are you sure? If you don't type it correctly, it will not. 280.170. Let's check if it is correct. Buy limit. Okay, 248. Let's do 248.666. 2.8.666. 248 buy limit. The price is 248.666. All right, so you click buy, then stop loss is where you want to take your stop loss. So let's place the trade first. Can I place the trade? Boom. Now you can see that the trade is not blinking because it is a buy, it is a pending order. All right, the market, the order is there. Then your stop loss should be below. Let's say you want to put your stop loss below this place. It's very high, but let's just see if we can put our stop loss. Let's say you want to put your stop loss below. Let's say you want to put your stop loss. Your stop loss is 246.196. Okay. You click here. You click here like this. Depending on if you are using Android, if you press it and hold. Okay, even this one, if you press and hold, modify. That modify is where you now put 24. What did I even? 246. Okay. Modify. Stop loss is 246.00. Let you put it that way. Modify. So your stop loss is, that's your stop loss. Now, if you click on this, your stop loss is $10. Look at it, it's written there. Your stop loss, if price reach your stop loss, you're going to lose $10.60. I hope my screen is my screen showing, please? It's like my screen is not showing. No, no, no. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What happened? Oh, since my screen has not been showing. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, so let me delete everything again. All right, so I was talking about pending order. Now I'm talking about how we can place a buy limit. A buy limit. So before you place a buy, look at now, I've drawn a trend line. Remember, price gets to trend. This is a trend line forming. It's a trend forming rather with a 15 minutes time frame. Now, I may not have the time to watching this trend forming to my trend line, right? Price dropping to my trend line. So I want to place a pending order. So what I'll do is I'll come to the line. Let me So ideally, we have all been taught that price usually triggers not up here. For you to place a buy, it is not up there. It's when price gets to your trend line. So we are going to put a price, a pending order on our trend line. So let's say here is our trend line. So let's say here is our trend line. This is buy limit. So I'm going to put the price is going to be 247.74. 247. So I'll come here and I'll do trade. This is instant execution. Instant execution is you want to take the price now. You just want to play the trade now. And again, this is where stop loss comes in. I don't know when I was explaining if I missed all these places. Stop loss. I mean, lot size, your lot size. If you look at this trade, by default, it's on 4. So if you want to know the lower lot size for your currency or your indices you're trading, just try 0.05 like this or 0.01 like this and click buy. Use the lower lot size that you can imagine. You can see that it is not buying, it's showing invalid. Now you go back again to play that same trade. Now it has shown you that the lot size for this particular index, the lower lot size for this index is 4.004 standard lot. So it is up to you to say you want to place 3 times or 4 times. So for you to place the instant execution, you just click on buy. This is instant execution. You can see the market is buying. But we are talking about pending order buy limit. So for the buy limit, you come here and so I'm going to put the buy limit on the trend line. So it's 247. So I come here and I put buy limit. So I type 247.66. Please. You see, it's not buying because it is called a pending order. It is called a pending order, a buy limit. It is still there. When you come here, this is where I place the pending order. So I want to put my stop loss. Remember, whenever you're buying, your stop loss is below your entry. So let's say your stop loss is below this last touch, because you must not put just directly there. It has to be below the last touch. So your stop loss is below this last touch. So the last touch is 246. 246. All right. So you come here, press and hold, click modify, you type 246.00, modify. Now you can see this, your stop loss is below. If you don't like it, you can drag it like this. If you touch it, You see that your stop loss is just $6. So it's a good, it's not big money to risk. It's just $6. You can even drag it. If you want to drag it down, if you want to drag it up here, if you drag it up there, it means that your stop loss here is $2.0. Let me zoom in so you can see it. Your stop loss is $2.07. But if you bring it down here, is about $6, $5, 74 cents. In case if price go against you, you are going to lose $5.74. Click this plus, click modify. Anytime you want to know how much you have to lose in a trade, after you've placed a trade, after you put a stop loss, just touch the red line. All right, you see the stop loss will show you the line will show you $5.74. That's your stop loss amount. So you already know what you are to lose. Now, if you want to take your profit the same way, I like to use higher time frame to see the profit margin. So you go to the higher time frame. Say, okay, I want my profit to be on this zone. I want my profit to be on this, which your stop loss, your take profit should be at least 3 times or more higher than your entry. 3 into 1 is fine. 4 into 1 is also fine. So let's say I want to take my profit here. So let's say my profit is, if you are too afraid, you can say okay here. If you are too afraid, you can say here. So 262. Your take profit is 262. So again, you modify. Take profit is 262.00. Modify. So let's see how much we are going to make in case trade go our way. This trade may trigger and give us profits. It looks like we are on the training, but it may also give us profit. When you click on it like this, you see that your take profit is $57. Your take profit is $57.26, and your stop loss is $5.74. So you see how you can do this. So it means that if you have $5 in your account, if you have $10 in your account, you can take this trade and put this kind of pending orders and take this trade. That's how it works. So guys, the same thing with the other one, which is the sell limit. Sell limit is the same thing. If you want to do sell limit, just the way I've explained, you come here, press and hold trade. You click on this little arrow, sell limit, you put your numbers, and then you place your trade. So that's how we trade with pending orders. So I'm sure we've learned something today. So today we've come to the end of the presentation. We've come to the end of today's training. We're going to have another training on Monday, same time. So try as much as possible to be on Mondays. Is purely advanced. On Monday is purely advanced. So this is basic. On Fridays are basic days, but Monday to Friday is purely advanced training. Then Wednesdays 8 p.m. we also do basic trainings on Wednesday 8 p.m. That's when you can invite your friends to join our Zoom meetings 8 p.m. Nigerian time. For my friends who are in Sri Lanka, it's 4:30 p.m. every day, Monday to Friday, 4:30 p.m. in Sri Lanka. I know some of my friends, somebody is here is in Sri Lanka. That's your time in Sri Lanka. All right. So guys, once again, I want to thank you all for coming. I want to pray that I pray that may the Almighty God give you wisdom to carry on. So somebody said something. So we wait up. So we have to wait for the train to get to our TP before. Yes, you can. Yes, the best is to allow your the best is to allow your trade to get to your TP before you take you close. But you can also close manually if you don't. If you are satisfied with your trade, if you are satisfied with the profit you're making, you can. It's a choice. It's a matter of choice. Some people like to close trades when they see money. Some people don't like to close trade. They like to hold trade for some time. So if you are someone that You want to be a swing trader, you have to hold trade for long. Trading is decision. You can decide to be a swing trader, you can decide to be a scalper, you can decide to be a day trader. All of them, none of them is bad. None of them is bad. As far as you know how to place a trade that will give you profit, even if it's a scalping, you can close your trade and make profit and then go and relax. Then somebody can say, okay, me, I don't want to be looking at trade all the time. I don't want to be looking at my market every day. I want to be a swing trader. That's when you can take a trade and stay there. It will be running profit down, up and down. Your emotions will be disturbing you. Sometimes it will be as if you want to take all your profit, then later it now go back to your direction. That's for swing traders. But day traders, they're interested in short-term trade, something that if they place a trade, they just want price to just move a little bit to their take profit and then they close their trade. It's still very okay. You can make a lot of money being a day trader and being a scalper. So whichever way you want to be, it all depends on you. You want to be a okay. Thanks a lot, sir. It was very good time be with me, be with you. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome to the academy. Okay, my problem is how to detect a retest. Hilary, on Monday, you can come and we'll see how we'll see retest, right? You learn how to detect it. Okay, it's not a magic beans, it's gradually you understand all these things, right? So don't beat yourself, just keep attending the meetings and don't miss any of them. Okay, so at this junction, we are going to draw the curtain. We've come to the end of today's training. Thank you so much, sir. May God keep blessing you. Amen. Thank you so much, Erin Kingsley. Nice one today. Thank you, AJ. So at this junction, I'm going to draw the curtain. I'm going to post the video on the YouTube channel so that those of you who are not clear, you can rewatch the video and see how, because learning is equal to repetition. You need to repeat over and over for you to master something. Things are not just some of us, the thing is new to us, so it may not just come automatically to you. It is mastering its reputation. Sometimes I used to watch one particular video 20 times. I will watch it and watch. That's why when somebody say, I want physical training, I want physical training, the question I ask those people for those physical training is that, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Somebody say, thank you much, sir. Real God sent to us. Thank you, Chijoke, for that. One question I ask those people who are looking for physical training. If I do a physical training with you, for instance, you are in my office now, you and I will sit down and we'll analyze the market together. You've gone. You live, you cannot live with me forever, and you go. When you go, that training that took place now is not recorded because I'm not even recording on physical. I'm not recording the training. But if it's online, like now, what you're doing is recorded. Online is always better. So you can go back to watch the video. You watch the video over and over and over and over. If you watch a video more than 50 times, even if you are the dumbest person on earth, or the fact that you are repeating that thing over and over, you learn it, you master it. So let's rewatch these videos over and over so that we can master the skill and become profitable forex traders in the nearest future. I wish you all the best. I know you have greatness in you. All of you have greatness in you. Someday we are going to celebrate each and every one of us in this academy. So once again, I'll see you. Happy weekend. Enjoy your weekend. If you make profit, take yourself out. I'm going to drop it on YouTube, on the group. Take yourself out, withdraw some money, eat your forex money. Don't just trade without enjoyment. Withdraw some money and have some fun with your family this weekend and keep trading. All right, guys. Bye. I'll see you on Monday. Bye for now.